Hi everyone, it's Sophie from Shut Eye here. Good to see you again. Today I'm going to talk to you about what you can do if you and your partner, your husband, your wife, whoever, your better half, are not on the same page about sleep. And this crops up quite a lot when I'm having initial conversations with family and when they're deciding whether they want to get some help. Often one parent is really keen and the other one is not so keen, or perhaps they're just a little bit skeptical about it. I mean, what is a sleep consultant? What do these people do? So today I just want to share a few tips with you to how you can both get on the same page when it comes to sleep, and then also what I can do to help you with that. So first thing is to really sit down and discuss sleep and the impact that that's having on you as individuals, your child, and the whole family. This is what I do when I'm talking to a lot of my family. So, you know, when I say to families, what is the problem? Oh, we're all tired. Yes, we know, you're all tired, but what is the deeper level beyond that? What is the actual impact that that's having on your child? So, for instance, they're really grumpy in the day, they're kind of losing it, quite a lot of tantrums, perhaps they're not eating so well, so their nutrition is being kind of hindered, I guess, by the lack of sleep. Their development, both physically and mentally, will really be, hindered by not having enough sleep. So that's just a couple of things for your child. If they are having the tantrums, then I guess that those tantrums are being taken out on you or, anybody else that's looking after them, which would be really stressful for you. Yeah, it's normal toddler behaviour, but it doesn't have to be all the time. So that's a strain on your family. Perhaps on you personally, you're having to spend a lot of time and attention with a particular child over sleep, because they're resisting bedtime, so you're having to spend an hour laying down with them, or do whatever you can do to get them to sleep, whilst your other child is perhaps watching the TV or just getting really knocked that they're not getting their time with mum and dad. So impact on the other children, not just that only one that's struggling with sleep. So there's the guilt that you're feeling. Everybody's tired, so perhaps you and your partner, husband, as I say, wife, are snapping at each other. This is a really common one, biting each other's heads off. That's the nasty stuff, but the nice stuff, you're probably not spending, nice quality time together, going out, having date nights, going out with your friends, out for dinner. Or you just don't have your evenings. This is a really big one that I hear all the time, and was a big one for us when we were in your situation. You just want to have your evening back at the end of the day, when the kids have been feral and just, you've had a day full of it. You just want to whack on the TV or have a glass of wine or whatever it is and just relax and just have that bit of time knowing that, the kids are going to be down and they're going to be sleeping well. And that doesn't happen because, one of you is upstairs, the other one's trying to do dinner, then you swap over because it's not working, and perhaps you eat a bit of your dinner before it gets cold, before you tag team again, and then your husband comes down and he eats dinner. And that's what's happening night after night. And you feel really stressed because you've had a day full of the kids and you're just done. And, perhaps your wife feels really stressed because she's at work all the day and, wants to come home and has a bit of a relax and a chill, and it's just not happening. So, that's a lot of impact that I'm talking about just off that. So sit down with each other and really discuss the impact for every individual in your house that sleep is having for them at the moment. The next thing, I like for people to have a think about is what you would like from sleep going forward. So, it's you might think, oh, okay, what's possible? What isn't possible? There is so much possible. Go to, your wildest dreams of what might be possible. So if your child, has to have you with them at night time, you're co-sleeping and you don't want to, they don't nap, all of that can be resolved. All of that can be resolved because that's normal behaviour. Every child up to a certain age should be napping. Every child at a certain age should be able to be sleeping through the night. Every child has the potential to put themselves to sleep if given the chance. So blue sky thinking here. Write down what you would want to see, because that's really going to make, sort of seeing where you are and where you can be will really kind of give you that motivation to know what's possible. And then third thing is to have a conversation with an expert, or read a book together, or get online, have a look at YouTube, look at some videos like this to help you to really kind of understand what's going on. Because I guess my last tip for you here, which I do with any family, is that I offer every family a 20-minute free strategy call to go into your child or your family's particular sleep challenges, what's getting in the way of your child sleeping better and you being able to help them do that, and then talking about how I work and how I can help you. And what I do, a lot of these calls I do in the evenings, because you've got kids in the day or you're working and you can't focus on having this call, and it's really important to understand your situation, to know that it can be resolved, but obviously how that can be done. And what I say to lots of people is, because it's generally mum that's booking in these calls, because perhaps they're the one that's getting up in the night and they're at home in the daytime, is to book it in the evening and to do it at a time when their partner is there to be on the phone call as well. Because if they're not, then we would have a great conversation and mum would be like, yeah, totally up for this, I want to do it. And then has to go off and relay the information that I've given her to partner, dad, whoever, and then he's a little bit still a bit skeptical about it, or thinks that we can probably do it by ourselves. So rather than the onus being on mum to say like, no, this is what we're going to do and it's going to be fine, and the dad being a bit resistant to it, if you're both on the phone call with me, you can both ask your independent questions, get the answers from an independent person, and then obviously go away and have a think about it, or just think, yeah, this is for us and that we can do it. Because when you are sleep training, it is a group effort as much as possible. If you can both be there to support each other, you're gonna nail it so much quicker and have the flexibility for your child to be looked after and settled by anyone, not just mum, which again tends to happen quite a lot. So they're my 3 tips for you there. First one is to sit down and have a think about the impact that sleep is having on your whole family, each individual. Then have a think about what life could be like if those sleep challenges were resolved. If you could put your child down to bed and say goodnight and leave them, come down and have your dinner together, go out together, leave them with a babysitter, all of that amazing stuff, sleep through the night. Delicious. And then thirdly, do some research. Look at videos on YouTube, get a book, see what your sleep challenges are all about, speak to an expert, get them to give you the real deal about what's happening and what can be done to resolve it. So, hope you've enjoyed those top tips. If you do want to get in touch for one of those strategy calls, then head over to the website shuti.co.uk/contact and book straight into my calendar. It can be done today. You won't regret it. Okay, guys, speak to you again soon. Bye.